Horizon Forbidden West, the second installment in the Horizon franchise, now available on PC, of course. First, I started with VRAM buffer size. I tested 4 gigabytes, 6, 8, and auto. And ultimately, auto was the more stable. So, it didn't really impact FPS that much. The small difference you see is mainly within variables. Moving on to frame generation now. Everything I tested, nothing seemed to have worked natively. The numbers you see here are mainly just variables through the testing, like things that are unexpected. It's well within margin of error. But as far as gameplay goes, when I was testing it, I didn't feel any difference. There was a little bit of difference with lossless scaling, but there was a fair amount of artifacts. Now, that's not to say you cannot have FSR 3 with frame generation in this game. You have to turn towards community support, which the Luke FZ mod does work on the game. You can get higher than 60 FPS. And the interesting part when moving to the Rogue Ally performance is you'll notice, so I tested 18 watt, 21, 25, and 15 watt. And really, anywhere between 18 and even 30, the performance are extremely consistent. Now, at 15, you're going to see a considerable dip. So for every other devices, I tested only 18 and 25 watt, which I did it with the 6800U. And much like the same, you can see that the variance is so little. And it is very consistent on all devices that really there's no reason to play any higher than 18 watt with this game. So same goes with the 7640U, as you can see here, very much the exact same. And when going to the 7840U, just as well, you see a little bit of a jump, but then again, it's more likely due to, just variables with the actual metrics. And last but not least, if we look at 18 TDP per device, you'll see that the gap is very small between each one of them. And same goes for the 25 watt TDP. Now, I did try the Steam Deck as well. So it does work on the Steam Deck. It runs maybe just a little bit more choppier. The overall FPS will be, again, in the same range as what we see here using the Steam Deck at 15 watt TDP. However, it's just a little bit more choppy, but it definitely is playable. And if you're using a Windows platform, using that mod is probably the way to go to have FSR 3. And so that is it for me for today. Unfortunately, I didn't receive the MSI Claw because being in Canada, they only ship on March 29th. But as soon as I have my unit, I will make sure to add them to the benchmarks as well. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.